Good morning, YouTube. Sandy C here with some more uncommon sense. This one's not as upbeat as I like to be. This is about an exchange I just had with a family member trying to do something stupid, okay? So here's just like a little text. Basically, I found out these family members are planning a trip to Italy. Now, if you know anything that's going on with the world right now and why that's completely stupid, go ahead and hashtag moron down below, okay? I don't know if many of you just saw the Ninjas video, the Dutch farmer protest. Well, the Italian farmers are protesting too. The prime minister's in fleeing, there's protests. It's an ugly scene over there, okay? Many of you also probably know what's happening in the economy, all right? Let's get into this, okay? So I wrote, after I found this out, with love, only a brain-dead blind toad would plan a trip to Europe or anywhere right now. We are at the precipice of the greatest collapse in world history, both socially and economically. That's a fact, whether you choose to believe it or not. I'll get into that. Remember how, well, this kind of gives away who it is. Remember how some people wish they knew 2008 was going to happen? Well, my friends, Ninja Nation, did, okay? The same thing's happening now, just 100 times greater. Her reply to this was ribbit, which I thought was hilarious with the frog emoji. Hilarious, that's good comedy, but this is real. Her, after that was, because I called her I said only a brain dead blind toad would plan a trip to Europe. Well, so she replied with a ribbit, which I thought is hilarious. That's great. Well, I go down drinking Prosecco and eating my weight in pasta. Okay. So I responded, cool. As long as you're willing to accept those very real consequences. That's great. I got back 100%. Not living my life out of fear or what may or may not happen. Here for a good time, not for a long time. Oh, there's a lot wrong with that, especially if you're Ninja Nation. If you're new, please hang on. Please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe. Hang on here, okay? My response to that is ignorance is bliss. Until the train hits you, okay? Everything happening right now is planned and is not an if. That's what we've been covering for the last couple years, really decades for some of these other guys that know what's happening. If you know the plan like me, it is opportunity, and there is nothing to actually fear. I'm not living in fear because I'm positioned to take advantage of the plane crash, not be in it. Okay, to cover up identities, these people were in the these loved ones were in the 2008 plane crash. I'm using plane crash just, good visual. These people were in the 2008 plane crash. My new friends avoided it and became very wealthy, many of them millionaires. We always have a choice. So let's go over it. This family member I'm talking about is on paper, very intelligent. They've got the college degrees, they've got the masters. Very successful, badass at what they do at their job. This person is awesome. They will run circles around you. There's an A++ personality. This person will party harder than you and then outwork you the next day. And then party harder than you and outwork you. A++ person. But they're doing the dumbest shit possible. Okay? Sorry to be banging, but train's coming. Oh, cool. I don't care. Let me put my head in the sand. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it. Boom, you're smoked. Okay? There's a difference between ignorance and fear. They have nothing to be scared of because they're so blind and ignorant to what's actually happening. Okay, this is not an if, this is a now. It's not a when even. This is already happening. It's already begun. The central government, the central planners are taking away our dollar and giving us a digital dollar. One, there's BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, who also just signed up India, Nigeria, and have a ton of others on the waiting list. Our world is dividing economically and socially. It's happening, okay? This is just a cycle. So if you know the cycle's coming, yes, it can be very scary at first. And when I found out about this and I saw through the Wizard of Oz curtain, it was very scary at first. But now that I know what's happening and it's very simple and I can just see it, it's a roller coaster. And I'm standing back and I go, oh, it's going to turn left there. It's going to do a loop there. It's going to turn right and then go up and down. Cool, this looks fun. This will be awesome. Let me get the best seat to enjoy it the most. And that's all we want to do here at Ninja Nation. Don't be a brain-dead blind toad. To plan a trip to Europe right now is just... before doing that, I'd pull my arm off in front of you right here on the TV and eat it. That would be more intelligent than what my family is wanting to do and go to Europe right now. It's just stupid, people. And that's not a lack of fear. That's just a lack of intelligence and a full heaping load of ignorance, okay? What's happening isn't anything to be feared if you are prepared, okay? That's why Ninja Nation, we hashtag Ninja Nation, and we hashtag prepared, not scared. Because what's happening is planned. We're going through a cycle. We're going to go from A to Z and, switch train tracks or whatever. But as long as you know how to go with the path, you don't have to get hit by the train. You don't have to be in the plane crash. You can avoid all this and instead take advantage of it and become wealthier and more stable than you ever have. Pain is temporary. What am I trying to say? But rewards are... reeling back in and kind of pulling some stuff down and, temporary sacrifices for long-term reward. That's what I'm trying to say. Temporary sacrifices for long-term reward. Not living my life out of fear, doing what you want to do is great. But if there's something happening, okay, so let's say this city's really awesome, but 50% of the people that visit it get kidnapped and sold, and they're never heard of again. Okay, well, the ignorant person is going to go, oh, well, it's going to be so beautiful. I'm not going to live in fear. I'm just going to go do what I'm doing and go. And then they get kidnapped like they were told, and, oh, well, at least I didn't live in fear. Well, your ignorance just destroyed your whole life, okay? So, yes, it may be ranty. Don't be this stupid. Open up, okay? We've got food shortages happening. This is an economic cycle. And if you're just willing to prepare, to actually look at real news and prepare for this, you'll be able to live the rest of your life as amazingly, as wonderful as you want. Just like the 1% elite that controls us. Get it? We're in someone else's world that they created, okay? We can either fight it and go against the grain. Well, that's kind of backwards because we are fighting it and going against the grain. You can either be ignorant to the whole cycle, what these global planners and this elite have planned and what they're doing. You can either ignore it and just do whatever, and then when the roller coaster ends, boom, you crash, boom, that's it. Or you can go, oh, sweet. The billionaires and the 1% and all the smart people are over on this train doing this, this, and this. Sweet, I'm getting out of here. Hey, what's up, rich folk that are smart and don't get hit by the plane or the train or the automobile? What's up? What are you guys doing? Oh, you're buying gold, you're buying silver, you're doing this, you're out of this, you're in here. It's not that hard, people. It's not that hard. I want you to wake up. Don't make this stupid mistake. And family member, please wake up. This is just... I'm not going to say I told you so because I already did tell you so. I'm already telling you I told you so. You've seen who in our family made these same mistakes in 2008. They still haven't recovered. They're still depressed from this. 14 years later, this still has a mental effect, okay? Don't make the same mistake. This is our opportunity. We were too young to know what the hell was going on. Actually, I'm going to blame school and education system because I was old enough. I was going into college. I should have been, I was owned my first business. By the time I was 6 years old, I started my first business. Sold my first one on my way to college. So I had an understanding how money worked as a layman, but no one ever told us how the economy worked. That's a giant Ponzi scheme. dollar is a giant Ponzi scheme. Nobody ever taught us that and what to do with it. So I wasn't able to take advantage of the 2008 crash. Instead, I got to see my family and loved ones around me get absolutely wiped out and hammered. And all of them going, what happened? I didn't see it coming. Well, when I discovered, Ninja Nation and the Economic Ninja and all these wonderful people, they all saw this happening, okay? They all saw it happening, all positioned themselves for it, and they got an awesome ride up. And now what they're able to do is help others like me, Ninja Nation has helped me. So now I'm here trying to help you. And that's what this is all about, sharing pertinent, real information. Okay, folks, I could rant and rave all day long because my blood pressure is firing because someone I love who on paper is extremely intelligent, extremely driven, extremely hardworking, but is doing something only a brain-dead blind toad would do right now. Okay? Don't be the brain-dead blind toad. The writing is on the wall. Pull up the internet and just start looking at this stuff, okay? Look up the IMF. Look up central bank digital currencies. Look up BRICS nations, okay? The other half of the world is sick of what the U.S. has done to them, all right? We've taken advantage of everybody on this planet. The United States has. And the world is getting pissed off, and they're sending their dollars back, and they're sending them back in record numbers, in addition to government printing. So what's happening is not an if, it's already happening. Go to your store. Go to your gas station. Just look around. It's already happening. All right, guys, I love you. I love you and family that I'm talking about right now. I love you. I hope you watched all the way through this. I hope you had the heart to, and I hope this wakes you or someone else up. This is a great example of what not to do right now. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance will not lead you to happiness. Fear isn't always a bad thing. Fear can kick you into gear. Fear can be a motivator, all right? I started with fear once I saw behind this. Now I'm motivated. I'm not scared anymore. Bring this shit on. And that's how you need to be. It's coming. Get your surfboard waxed up and jump on the wave instead of getting smashed into the tide. All right, guys. Sandy C's out. I love y'all. #Ninja Nation. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Bye.